Magog.
Yeah, you tell me. You're the Muslim, you know. Tell me about Gog and Magog. What is that?
I'm sure like I don't know. I'm not really sure to be honest. I'm sure like they come out of nowhere, haven't
What? What?
they? Gog and Magog.
Yeah, what Gog and Magog? A Muslim, he told me, as you see in the screen, a Muslim, he says to me, aren't you afraid that Gog and Magog break through your floor? So I don't know, Fakira, if what is that? Hello?
Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello? I don't hear you. Are you using Gog and Magog phone?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead. What is Gog and Magog?
I don't know. You tell me.
So what do you know then?
Gog and Magog. Where's that mentioned? Is it mentioned in the Quran anyway?
Yeah, you know, mentioned in the Quran. Don't you know?
No, show me the verse.
Okay, the verse in the Quran in Gog and Magog. This is in chapter number 207. Hello?
Hello, hello.
How many chapter you have in your Quran? Do you have 114 or you have 207?
Is it 114?
Sound like you have a wrong Quran. Okay, I will give you the correct Quran. In chapter 18, verse number 94, it says that there is a guy, his name, the guy with the two horn, and they told him about people, they are not a human, they are Gog and Magog, and they do bad stuff. And then Allah, he commanded Zulkarnain to build a dam between us and them. What do you think about this story?
Well, I'm not really sure to be honest. Let me have a look at your screen. Give me a second.
Okay.
So it's talking about Gog and Magog.
Thank you very much. I mean, how many times we have to repeat saying, yeah, Gog and Magog?
So what about them? What's your point?
Okay, it says here that Zulkarnain, which is Alexander the Great, he built a dam between us and them, and this dam is made from iron and copper. And,
yeah, so they can't get out.
Huh?
So they can't get out.
Exactly. But
Yes.
those are very big in number, to the point your prophet says they are 1,000 to 1, which means if one human exists, there's 1,000 of them. And each one of them, before he die, he make 1,000 baby. So now they have to be by trillions, or not even trillion, way more. So how come we cannot find the dam, neither we can find this Gog and Magog?
Well, they've hidden some. They're hidden some, aren't they?
Why they are hidden? It says here they are behind the dam. They are not hidden.
Behind the dam.
Yeah, behind the dam. He built a dam, made it from.
It doesn't say anywhere dam. Where does it say dam?
It says here's in Arabic. It even says the Arabic word saddan. Saddan mean dam.
Oh, so have they replaced that with barrier?
Huh? Yeah, the barrier. The barrier is a dam. Is a dam. Yeah.
So there's a dam.
Mm.
And they're behind that dam and they can't get
Right.
past it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean that's it, innit?
Where it is, we have Google Map for every inch in the world. We can see right now in camera any island, any place in the world. You know, we can zoom in. We can see even the house of a rabbit. Where is this dam, which is made from iron, and there's trillions of creatures behind it, and they are very evil, and they will attack us one day.
Like I said, they've hidden somewhere. We don't know the location.
Well, you are making things up where it says it's hidden. If Alexander the Great, he found them, how they are hidden? In fact, I will help you. Alexander the Great, he found those people next where the sun rise. If you go verse 90, it says, when he came the rising place of the sun. The rising place of the sun. Do you know where the sun rise? Do you know the place, what they call it?
No.
What is the name of the country where the sun rise, according to your understanding?
Well, where the sun rises.
Where the sun rise, yeah. Because he found where the sun set, the sitting place of the sun, and he found where the sun rise.
What are you talking about? Well, I'll be watching a couple of your videos, and there's one talking about murky water or something like that.
No, forget about the murky water. The murky water isn't clean now because we install the filter. But now we are talking about that when he arrived where the sun rising place, he found it rising on people who Allah provided them with no shelter. So they are not hiding. They have no shelter. There's no shelter there. And then those people, they said to him, after he keep walking a little bit, he arrived to an area between two mountains, two dams actually, and then people who hardly they understand the word, they said to him, Zulqarnain, can you build for us a dam between us and Gog and Magog? They are doing mischievement.
I mean, so what's your point then?
Okay, I wanna walk with you step by step. You sound like intelligent person and educated. It says here, a people who they scarcely they can understand the word.
Right.
Okay, how those people they can't understand the word, which means they are foolish, they are idiot, they are stupid, and then they are giving him a map of engineering how to build a dam, and they are telling him build a dam for us. How hard did they understand the word? And then suddenly they are speaking about a very clever idea to build a dam between us and those Gog and Magog.
I don't really know,
Okay. There's an Arabian movie, I don't know if you watch it, like there's a guy who go in villages and he gave people a bill to make them intelligent. Obviously those people, they took some of those bills and suddenly they became smart. And now the question still exists that where is Gog and Magog and how come we cannot find it? And those people, after he built the dam, they will keep digging in the dam until the day of judgment. And this dam, as you see in verse number 96, it says this dam is built from iron and copper.
Right.
Okay. And then one day they will be able to open a hole on the wall, and that will be happening in the judgment day. They will keep digging every day, but they cannot, because each time.
Sure he said that.
Huh?
I'm sure he said that they'll wipe the third of mankind or something.
Sorry, what?
Like that.
What?
I'm sure he said that they'll wipe third of mankind.
They will what?
They will like kill the third of mankind, like 1/3 of the mankind. Like.
Yeah, they are very powerful. Even your prophet, he says they will drink, like by just walking by the lake of Tabaraya, they will drink it all. The Sea of Galilee, I mean, do you see how huge this water? They will drink it all, just walking by it. Like, imagine how big the number is. Did you watch the movie like the Lord of the Ring, the King of the Ring, whatever they call it?
Nah, I've heard of it. So what you're saying is a false statement.
I'm saying this is, for me, this is laughable. For you, it's what? Can you take this story serious?
What they're hidden somewhere, where it's like covered by iron. They can't get through it until the day of judgment.
How they are hidden? They are just behind the dam. They are not under the dam. The Quran is so clear. Isn't it? The Quran says we made it a clear book. And even your prophet, he explained, he says they are behind the dam. They keep digging every day. By night, when they leave, they go. In the morning, they come back. Allah, he closed the hole. Why? Because they forgot to say, Inshallah. They keep doing this until one day, in the day of judgment, their boss, he will say, Inshallah, at the end of the day, tomorrow we will come back to dig, and then Allah will not fix the hole which they made through the whole day. And now, because they are saying Inshallah, they will be able to dig bigger hole and go through.
Yeah, but eventually one day they'll get through, won't they?
Yeah, but the question is, where are they?
No one knows.
Why no one knows? As you see, those people knows. Those people, they met them, they have a problem with them, they are people like us. And Alexander the Great is somebody is very well known.
Well, so Alexander the Great, he met with them.
Well, as you see, he built a dam between us and them.
Yeah, so he built it in a place where nobody knows where it is.
Where your prophet he get this story from?
Why do you go asking myself?
Where is getting this story from? I mean, how we can trust Muhammad that he is telling us a true story?
All right, so your question is, where are they?
Where are they? Where is the dam? And if there is a dam made from iron, you know, we are talking about from the time of Alexander the Great, we are talking about thousands of years ago. That means this dam cannot be exist. So the whole story is a lie because, you know, iron will rust. Iron will not, even if you build the biggest dam ever, will not even live 50 years.
So what are you saying? There's no Gog and Magog?
You tell me, do you think they are exist?
Is that what you're saying?
If they are exist, we should be able to find a dam. And as long as the dam is made from iron, and we know that iron will rust. Do you agree with me that iron rust?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are talking about what? We are talking about thousands of years, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think really iron will stay for thousands of years? Be honest with me.
I don't think so.
Exactly. So now, if the iron is demolished, then Gog and Magog should be free.
Yeah, that's true. You were saying that I was watching a recent video. You were saying that that he got it from a fiction book.
Yeah, the story of Zulqarnain is written by a person. He is from Syria. He wrote many books, very famous person. He used real names, but in a fiction story, like now, you know, there is many real names, but in a movie, they bring a person, he is a real person, and they make a fiction movie about the person. Like, you know, Hercules. Hercules is a real person, but there's tons of his stories are false. You know, they make stories, movies about a person who was exist in history. Alexander the Great is a real person, but those stories are fictions about him.
So you're saying they were made up stories?
What do you think? You tell me, because you agreed with me. If the dam is a true exist at that time, by now the dam should be destroyed by the element of weather, and that's mean Gog and Magog should be free, should be swarming the earth, and it should be the end of the time. So Muhammad, he made now a false prophecy, prophesying that when Gog and Magog they will be set free, that will be the judgment day. That's it. But the dam is, you know, if it's ever exist, it's not exist no more. So judgment day should happen long time ago.
Yeah, man, I don't have anything to say to that. You got a point.
So what do you think, my friend? Do you think Islam is valid for you?
I don't know, man. It's not enough to prove.
But isn't it this is enough to prove Islam to be false? It's a silly story. You know, a smart, intelligent man like you, 2023, you know, you believe in such a thing which doesn't make any sense.
I mean, is there another story in the Quran that's false?
All the Quran is false. Let us do this, me and you.
All right, go on.
Can you choose for me a chapter you think there's nothing false in it? There's 114 chapters in the Quran, correct?
Yep.
Okay, choose one you think, the one I cannot find a mistake in it. And we will see. Choose, you choose.
Over the chapter of Mary.
Chapter of Mary. All of it is a mistake, actually. Chapter 19. All right. Start with me, verse number 1. Tell me, what is that?
What kahayas?
Kahayas, what is that?
There's no meaning. There's no meaning in the translation.
Exactly. This is why I say Muslim, they cry. When they cry reciting the Quran, they cry for something they don't understand, and it doesn't mean anything. So why they are crying? Why a Muslim in front of the camera, he start, you know, like, okay, kahayas, what hayas mean? Okay, why you are crying, man? What is this? So you are a Muslim, you open the Quran, the first verse is a joke. And then the Muslims, they explain, they say, these letters are miracles. How they are letters and they are miracles? Those letters are exist in Arabic before Islam exist. So now if I say S-O-M-E, it's a miracle? Laughable. And then suddenly it says, this is the mention of the mercy of your Lord to his slave Zechariah. Okay, who is Zechariah? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Who is Zechariah?
I don't know. I do not know who Zechariah is.
I don't know too, because now this is laughable now. So you see, when you are writing a book, let us say you are an author of a novel, and you are making a story, telling a story, shouldn't you introduce the character you are talking about? Suddenly, Zechariah. Okay, who is this guy Zechariah? Nobody knows. Who is his father? Nobody knows. Then we continue, okay, his slave Zechariah. Okay, Zechariah, he called his God. Okay, Zechariah, he have a gray hair. Thank you, Zechariah, I have a gray hair. And I'm getting old, okay. And now, my wife, she cannot have babies. She is old and she cannot, she is a potent woman. She cannot have baby, okay. Give me a baby. Okay, now Zechariah remember to give a baby when his wife, she is very old. I mean, why he did not pray? Why he did not pray to his Lord before, when he was young, when he was 30, 40, his wife, you know? But anyway, the story, the drama. So a person to inherit me, okay. And then Allah, he said to Zechariah, verily we give you a glad tiding of a son. His name will be Yahya John. Go back with me. It says here what? Because he want this person to inherit him, correct?
Yep.
But John got killed. This is John the Baptist. So he could not inherit him.
What is it? The chapter 6? You know, chapter 19, verse
Chapter
6?
19, verse number 6 and 7. We are reading.
Right, okay.
So now what is the promise? He wanted a baby, a child who will inherit, correct? Which means he will provide babies more and the lineage will continue. But this person died and he did not have the babies. So the promise was false and the gift does not work the way it was meant to be. Then Allah, he told him, okay, I'm going to give you a baby. He said, how I'm going to have that? I mean, do you see the stupidity? He just asked Allah to make his wife have a baby, and now Allah said to him, you will have a baby. And now he's asking Allah, but how my wife, she will have a baby? Aren't you the one who just asked him? Saying to him, let my wife have a baby? So you just made a prayer. If you read the verse before it, he says, you know, my wife, she is a potent, you know, she's a barren. So give me from yourself a higher. Okay. So now he knew his wife cannot have a baby. And now he prayed to Allah to give him a baby. And then Allah said, okay, we will give you a good news. We will give you a baby. And then the guy, he says to him, Zechariah said to Allah, but how she will have a baby, but she cannot have babies? Like, what the heck? Is he questioning the ability of Allah? Isn't it Allah supposed to is God? Do this guy Zechariah knew that Allah is God? Or he think he's just a doctor? Are you with me?
I'm not really sure, man. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
And then the story continue. Allah told him, it's easy, very easy for me. I have created you before. And then Zechariah, he says, my Lord, appoint to me a sign. Zechariah don't believe Allah. Here we go, drama. Allah talking to Zechariah, and still Zechariah, he don't believe it. Are you kidding me? Give me a sign. So Allah, he told Zechariah, okay, you know what? You will go mute for 3 days. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Why 3 days?
But it says your sign is that you shall not speak unto.
For 3 days, yeah, why? If you say to me, Christian Prince, make your Jesus make me mute for 5 minutes. And then Jesus, he made you mute for 5 minutes. Isn't this is enough? You try to speak, you could not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You try to talk. For 5 minutes, you try hard to open your mouth, but you cannot. That is enough. 3 days, why 3 days? Is that in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit? Is that from Christianity? The Trinity? The power of the Trinity?
It's not really talking about the Trinity, is it?
Well, are you telling me why 3 days? Why Muslims stuck with the 3 days? When you do ablution, you have to wipe your hands, your face, your fingers, your ears 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. When you say Shahada, you have to say it 3 times. You take an oath, you have to say it 3 times. If you divorce your wife, you divorce 3 times. Mary, Allah make her fast from talking too for 3 days. Everything in Islam is 3 days. Why?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with the Trinity, though, has it?
My friend, I'm showing you how stupid that you choose for me. You chose for me a chapter. You say, show me mistakes. We just started. We are in verse number 10. Right?
Yeah.
And then if we continue the story, you will see something very, very funny. That this guy who his father prayed to Allah to make him inherit, he became a prophet. But this is not what Zechariah he asked for. He wanted somebody to inherit. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just reading on the screen now.
And then suddenly, Mary, in verse number 16, she hid herself. Why Mary she hid herself? She was wanted by the FBI. Who is Mary, first of all?
The mother of Jesus.
Now, how we know who is this Mary, that this is the mother of Jesus? Suddenly, he says, and mention in the book, Maryam. Okay, who is Maryam?
I've already told you that.
Where you learn this from?
Well, isn't it clear that Mary is the mother of Jesus?
No problem, but I'm asking you now, if you are writing a book for me, shouldn't you mention who is this new character who appeared in the book before you mention it? Who is Mary?
Yeah, but does it not say like in the verses after that there's a word coming down to you?
It doesn't matter. Still, who is Mary? I will help you. If you go to chapter 3, it says Mary, the daughter of Imran. Is that correct?
And who is Imran?
You tell me. Imran is the father of Moses. So how the father of Moses became the father of Mary? And the same story in all the chapters speaking about Jesus is start with letters. Alif, Lam, Mim. What does that mean? You will tell me I do not know. Okay. And now
Alif,
here
Lam,
it says Ali Imran, Ali. Do you know Arabic?
No, I don't know.
Al, in Arabic, it's not an Arabic word actually, this is an Aramaic word, mean family of. Family of. So,
Right.
Ali Imran, the family of Imran. Okay, so the chapter here is speaking about only the family of Imran. So anyone in the chapter, he should be from the family of Imran. How
Yeah.
Musa is from the family, how Mary from the family of Imran. How Imran, the father of Musa, has become the grandfather of Jesus.
I'm not sure. Do you know when it says that? Obviously, that we agree with the Bible and the Torah.
Now, friend, all your story are stolen from somewhere. We know that. But Muhammad, he adds some, you know, spice and stuff to it, and that will make it funny.
So you say Muhammad himself was the author of the Quran?
I don't think so. I think Muhammad, he made his author of nothing. I think
But he was
Muhammad.
illiterate though.
No, you see, I don't believe that Muhammad is illiterate because I don't think Muhammad is a real person in the you know. But I don't argue about that because there is no point. But there is no proof that Muhammad is exist. No proof. Like now, if you open the Quran, you mentioned to me the name Muhammad, right?
Yep.
There's in the Quran chapter is called chapter of Muhammad, but nowhere in the Quran it says Muhammad is who. Who is Muhammad?
Well, it's when you say the Shahada that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah.
No problem, no problem. You see, okay, who is Muhammad best? You know, so when you say to me, the Quran mentioned the name of Muhammad, mentioned only 5 times in the Quran. Okay, who is Muhammad? You don't know. Who is his father? You do not know. In the Quran it says, Mary, the sister of Aaron, Isa, the son of Maryam. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Sulaiman, the son of etc. So, how come Muhammad is in the Quran have unknown father? Who is the father of Muhammad?
No, but I'm sure his father. I'm sure his father died.
How you can be sure? There is nowhere in the Quran. So now we have to go and read what Muslim they call it hadith. But the second we show the hadith, the Muslim they say the hadith is full of lies. Did you hear Muslim before? And you are a Muslim. Muslim saying there's a lot of hadith are fabricated.
Yeah. When they
Okay,
say that
so how we can trust the origin of Muhammad from the hadith?
I mean, only if they Sahih, then it's all right.
Okay, do you accept the Sahih hadith?
Yeah.
All right. Muhammad was a prophet, correct?
Yeah.
And what does that mean when you say a prophet?
Someone sent from God.
Okay. Isa in Islam was a prophet, correct?
Yeah.
Was Isa sick?
Was Isa sick? What do you mean?
Like, you know, he gets sick, he vomit, he...
No.
Is it true that Isa, he used to heal people?
Yeah, he was healing the blind, healing the leper, yeah.
Okay. If Muhammad is a prophet of Allah, and according to Muslims, and you are a Muslim, claim that Muhammad is the most close person and favorite to Allah, correct?
Well, yeah, you could say that, yeah.
All right. So how you explain to me this story? I will show you something in the screen.
Yeah.
This is your prophet, the messenger of Allah. Can you see my screen now?
No, I can't see it now. Just give it a couple of seconds.
Mute YouTube, please, so you don't have double voice.
Give me a second.
I will read until it appears to you on your side. The messenger of Allah fainted when he was sick. Then he woke up. He said, "Has the time for a prayer come?" They said, "Yes." He said, "Tell Bilal to call to the prayer, to the adhan, the prayer, and tell Abu Bakr to lead the people for the prayer." Then he fainted. Okay. Then he woke up, and then he said, has the time for the prayer come? They said yes. He said, tell Bilal to call to Adhan and tell Abu Bakr to lead the people for prayer. Then he fainted. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. And then he woke up, and then he says, has the time for the prayer come? They said, yes. He said, tell Bilal to call for the Adhan and tell Abu Bakr to lead the people for prayer. Aisha, she cannot take it no more. She said, my father is a tender-hearted man. He is weak. If he stand on that place, he will weep and will not be able to do it. If you told someone else to do it, which means to lead the prayer, then he fainted again. Then he woke up. Then he said, tell Bilal to call Adhan and tell Abu Bakr to lead the prayer. Are you with me, my friend?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I hope you are not fainted too. So,
Nah, I'm alright.
Muhammad is a prophet of Allah. And Jesus is a prophet of Allah. Why Jesus, if people touch his even clothing, they get healed? Just touch his clothes. He make the blind see. He resurrect people from death. He tell you what you hide in your houses. He created from the mother bird, as the Quran says. Why Jesus can do all those things which only God can do? Yet Muhammad, the fainted prophet, he cannot heal himself, and Allah cannot heal him.
You've got a good point.
Do you know the guy? His name is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam.
No, I've never heard of him. What about him?
Ahmad Mirza is a false messiah. He claimed in India that he is the Messiah.
Yep.
And then Ahmad Mirza, when he claimed to be the Messiah, 20, 30 Christians, they come to his house and they brought him a lot of people who they are blind, people they are sick, people cannot walk. And they said to him, well, if you are the Messiah, well, do what the Messiah does. Heal them. The coward, he closed his door and he hide inside because simply he is a scam. Do you agree with me? He must be a scam?
Yeah. It's not
Well, if Muhammad is sent by the Messiah God, as the Muslim they claim that Allah is his God, and he is the same God for the Messiah, then Muhammad should have what the Messiah have. He should not be fainted. He should not be vomiting. Ahmad Mirza died over his poo-poo. He have a diarrhea. He was infected with cholera, and he have unlimited diarrhea. And then when he fell down, he fell in the top of his poop. Muhammad, the last thing he did before he died, he pissed. The last thing he said to his wife, give me the container, and he pissed in it. And then he died. So how we can explain that all the cult leaders, they cannot heal themselves, but they claim to be healers. They cannot save themselves, but they claim to be saviors. They cannot have a normal life. But Jesus, according to Islam, is right now in heaven. Nobody can kill him. No Jews, no Roman. Nobody can touch him. And look how Muhammad is dying. What do you think?
It's a bit confusing because I was going through a verse in the Quran where it says Abasa wa tawalla in jahul ama, where it says that the blind man came to him, but what do you do? I don't understand. Well, I haven't opened the interpretation of that verse.
Well, there is no interpretation. He just the verse is so clear. He says, he gave him a face. He gave him a face. He kicked him out because he's a blind and he is poor. Imagine you are blind at that time You know, life is tough. I mean, blind in this time and life is tough unless you live like some countries where, you know, you have disability and salary, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But this is not everywhere. Until now, there's a lot of people who are blind, they are homeless in the street. So now this guy is a blind, he is not coming to beg for food, he is coming to ask Muhammad a question. It's just a question. What Muhammad he does? According to the interpretation, Muhammad was busy with the rich people of Quraysh. And he said to himself, if now they see this guy, they will see that my followers are nothing but the lawless and the poor. How come Jesus, he have no problem to speak with the blind man and heal him and touch him? Did he touch his eyes?
Who, Jesus?
Jesus in the Bible, yes, he touched his eyes, right? Even he put mud in his hands. He made his hand dirty to save the man. So he made mud, he spit on the mud, he put it in his eyes, and the man, which means in the simple way, he created eyes for him. So how come the Messiah, if the Messiah is coming from Allah, and Muhammad is coming from Allah, which one, and I want to be honest with me, which one is the one you like to follow? The one who was so nice with the blind man, and the blind man is not asking him for food or a question. He said, Lord, I want to see. The man who came to Muhammad, he's not asking Muhammad to make him see because he knew he cannot. He's just asking questions about God. So which one is the one have the ethic to be considered a person of dignity? Forget about prophet. Which one, if you see two doors in a house, there's two doors. Two doors, one a blind man knocking in the right door and one knocking at the left door. One man, he opened the door for the blind man. He says, well, how we can help you? He was so kind to him. He welcomed him. And the other one, he kicked him out. Be honest with me. Which one is the man you consider him a good man?
The one who was asking him how he was and whatever, like comforted him.
That is Jesus, correct?
Well, yeah, according to your point of view, yeah.
No, according to you. I want to according to you.
Yeah, but Allah gave him the miracles, didn't he?
What miracles? I mean, the guy, he keeps fainting.
No, I'm talking about Jesus.
Yeah, no problem. But Jesus still can be rude to the blind man. He can be bad to the blind man. Now, actually, when you have miracles, you will become more arrogant, more proud, because you can do things nobody can do. Like, let us think about it today. There is people who they are famous, correct?
All right.
They have bodyguard. You cannot even touch their hand. You cannot even shake hands with them. If you get too close, the bodyguard will jump on you. This is just because they are artists. So imagine if you are the Messiah, whoever you touch, he will be healed. How proud you will be. The Messiah was...
It's the power of God, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. That's mean the Messiah, he has the power of God. Still, he is so humble. He is so loving. He is so wonderful. Muhammad, he don't have the power of God. He don't have even a power over his sickness. He's so arrogant. Even when Muslims, they come to Muhammad, do you know what Muhammad he do to them?
What does he do?
He whipped them. He beat them.
For what?
For no reason.
Come on, there must be some sort of reason, man.
No. I will show you. Even Muhammad, he says that anyone who unjustly he is beating him and he curse him using the F word, Allah will make it a blessing for him. Let me show you the hadith. There we go. I will wait for you on the screen. This is Sahih Muslim. This is very authentic. Aisha, she saw him cursing and beating two men. She said what they did. Do you see that the screen now?
Well, give me about another 10 seconds. It'll come up. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
Does it say there, chapter whomsoever is cursed, revealed, or prayed against by the prophet when he does not deserve that?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
So why Muhammad wanna curse and beat people who don't deserve that? What do you think?
I don't know.
This is even the name of the chapter. Talking about good manner. The prophet have the best manner between mankind. He beat, he curse, he say the F word to people who don't deserve that. Yet he have no power. He cannot heal. He cannot make the blind see. He cannot heal himself. He is nobody. Jesus, who can raise people from death, forgive sin, give eyes, make the one who cannot walk walk. He don't do unjust. And then Muhammad, he claimed that when he cursed somebody, he don't deserve it, he hang up. Maybe it was too much for him. He's a nice Muslim anyway. I hope he will leave Islam soon. Why you hang up, my friend? Why you hang up?